Now I want to look at the account of how God dealt with the oppression of Israel by the Midianites. The people of Israel did evil in God's sight, and he turned them over to oppression by the Midianites. When Israel then cried out to God for help, the first thing God did was he sent them a prophet. We don't know the prophet's name. All we know about him is the message God gave him that he gave to the Israelites. Through this unnamed prophet, God told the people who were asking for his help, I delivered you from Egypt and from all who oppressed you. Then I told you that I am your God, and that you should not fear or serve the gods of the Amorites. But you did not obey me. This sets up what happens with Gideon. When God appears to Gideon, Gideon asks, if God is with us, as you are with us, why are we being oppressed? What happened to all the mighty deeds you did in the past that our fathers tell us about? Why isn't God doing something like that now? To which God replied, you go and save Israel. I am sending you. Gideon said, I'm weak and from a weak clan. How can I do this? Give me a sign that you're sending me. So God provided him. Now, this is not the fleece. That comes later. I'm probably not going to cover that this year, but that's later. After receiving that thing, Gideon built an altar and worshiped God. But that did not mean he was ready to take on Midian. God then called Gideon and said, tear down the altar your father built to Baal and cut down the Asherah that's beside it and build an altar to God in place of the altar to Baal. The altar to Baal that the people in your village and your family used to worship. Turn them to God. It was only after Gideon had turned the people of his town back to worshiping God that God sent him to take on the Midianites and rescue all of Israel from them. In the same way, we need to turn first ourselves from worshiping idols to worshiping God. We need to turn our whole heart to God and worship only him. Then we need to turn the people closest to us from idol worship. We need to convict them. We need to, with the Spirit, convict them to worship God. Only when we have made ourselves right with God and gotten those closest to us to make themselves right with God, then we can take on the oppressors that are around us.